Hello, test 1, 2. Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for coming out to the Hall of Fame room here at the Shaw Center on the University of Portland campus. It's an exciting day for University of Portland athletics. My name is Jason Burrell, Associate Athletic Director for the University of Portland. Just a few housekeeping notes. We do have some food and beverages in the back and around the corner. Feel free to grab some. After we have some introductory comments, you're more than welcome to stick around, mingle, talk with Scott, myself, Michelle, or any of the current players. We have a number of our current players that are here, so thank you guys for coming. Without further ado, I want to introduce the Vice President for Vice President for Athletics here at the University of Portland, Mr. Scott Lakem.
Thank you all for coming this afternoon. I first want to start with a couple of thank yous. One, any search involves a lot of hands and a lot of people that were involved, from student athletes to Jim Price of our Board of Regents, who's here today, Father Marc Portman, our university president, who graciously gave his time to meet with all of our candidates. To my right hand, I feel blessed to have Jason Bro, is our women's soccer administrator, was there every step of the way and got us to a fantastic end result. I'd also be remiss if I didn't thank Garrett Smith. A lot of time and energy went into the years of Garrett's service here at the University of Portland. He did a tremendous amount for the university, and I want us to all remember that and keep that in mind. Brief remarks before I introduce Michelle. I was in the break room in the Child Center this morning, and we have one of those pictures on the cabinets of what people think success looks like, the straight line, and what success actually looks like with a bunch of circles and then ending up in the right destination. That's what this search looked like, as many coach searches do. Michelle French was on our short list from the start. In the interim, we interviewed many other candidates, either on the phone or here on campus. All good candidates. Top-level Division I head coaches or assistant coaches. The candidate pool was as good as we expected, and then some. But one candidate stood tall at the end. We were looking for 3 traits in our head coach when Jason and I hit the road and started the search. One was charisma and the background to invigorate both our locker room and recruiting. 2 was a high level of head coaching experience. And 3 was a candidate who would respect and embrace the storied tradition of UP women's soccer. I'm thrilled to say we have found all 3. And I'd now like to introduce our new University of Portland women's soccer head coach, Michelle French.
Hi, everyone. I knew this was going to happen. I get really emotional because I'm super passionate about Portland, so I'm going to try to keep everything in check. Yeah, Father Marc, you can laugh about it. I met with him, and he made me cry. But first of all, just a massive, massive thank you to Scott and the entire athletic department for the process that I went through and for being chosen for this position. It's a very surreal, full circle moment for me, having played here and attended school. Just going into the office, I was just like, oh my God, I was recruited in this office. Clive sat right there. So it's emotional for me, for sure. I could not be more impressed going through this process with the people that I met with. Everything about this school, whether it's family, whether it's culture, really speaks to me as a person, and I feel like this was a no-brainer for me to take this position. With Lisa and Miguel's help and Garrett as well, I've learned about the players. I've learned what's been happening over the last several years, and I could not be more thankful for the help that they've given me through this process. I am thrilled to bring the alumni back as a piece of this program, and I think it's important for the players to know that you know about the history, you know why Merlot was built, and with all of that being said, it's my firm belief that it's time for you guys to create your own tradition, create your own standards, create your own expectations, and really put your guys' name up on those walls. And I couldn't be more excited to, when I was named on Friday, the outpouring of support from so many alumni, how excited they are to come back and be a part of this program, was extremely touching to me. So I think that's a massive positive for this program in regards to the culture. I am, like I said, passionate, excited, I'm driven. I'm excited to go get some new Portland gear. Actually, it's a funny story. When I was packing up to come down here, I was looking for like a really old school sweatshirt that I had that had like a big U on it in Portland, and I couldn't remember where it was, and I had to go get my computer out of the office. So I walk in there, and my mom has actually made it into a pillow that I had on my chair. I was like, yes! So that is going to be in my office. That's going to definitely be in my office. But like I said, a big thank you to everyone. I know the community is hungry and thirsty for a successful program, not only in the classroom, but as well as on the field. And I know and am confident that through massive recruiting, through creating an incredible culture, through the way that we're going to play on the field, it's going to be an exciting time to be a Portland alum, a Portland supporter, and hopefully players that are on the team. Lucky to be here too. So thank you again to Portland, and go Pilots.
Again, thank you all for coming out. Michelle's going to stick around, so she'll try to meet with as many of you as possible as part of her reintroducing herself here at the University of Portland. We've got food out in the back hallway, and we've got some beverages in the back corner. So thanks again for coming out, and go Pilots.